album spotlight. Okay, this is a artist, came out of New York City. Okay, American artist, groundbreaking artist. Album was released April 19th, 1994. Almost 27 years ago. Wow. Can you imagine? Over a quarter of a century. When the album first was released, I think it sold like 50, 60,000 copies its first week because there was some buzz on the street. It finally shipped double platinum, but that was like in 2019. Can you imagine? This album took over 2 decades to go double platinum. Whatever. Who might you ask that artist is, and what album am I spotlighting it? I'm spotlighting this album, Own-Nas-Illmatic. There's a young Nasir Jones right there, okay? In the background is the Queensbridge Projects, which I did have the pleasure and displeasure of living and working near. As a matter of fact, I had the pleasure of living and working in several New York City's boroughs projects. Let me tell you, the last thing you just want to get the hell out of there. I don't blame anybody. It's just grim, it's bare, it's depressing. Just what this album portrays. From top to finish, another album you listen straight through. This album, it was panel productions by DJ Premier, Large Pete Rock, Q-Tip from Tribe Called Quest, which all appear on this album. Track listing of this said album, the Genesis, which also at the very end of the song announces the title, Illmatic. It's Illmatic, word is bond. New York State of Mind, come on. That's as classic rap as you can get. Life's a Bitch, The World Is Yours, Halftime, Memory Lane, One Love, that's another, one of my personal favorites. One Time for Your Mind, Represent, you gotta represent. And what he did is represented New York street life to its fullest with this record. And the last track is Ain't Hard to Tell. Interesting photographs in here. You got pictures of the whole Nasir's crew right there, Queensbridge crew, Queensbridge in the back. There's some peddling popo, right? Another picture on the back. What else we got in here? This looks more like Long Island City, like, because there's train tracks over there, above ground train tracks. I used to work there. I used to run a community service program over there for the Queens DA. But either way, I digress on that. Yeah, it was bad. It was depressing. And when I worked over this is like 2005. This album was already 11 years old, and it was still kind of sketchy then, man. Trust me. There's a picture of Nas again. Yeah, it was dirty, it was seedy, lots of crack, lots of drugs, lots of gang banging, and that's you actually lived through this man's eyes and what he did. This is an exact. This is like a definitive representation of New York in the 90s, especially in the ghettos and the projects. And like I said, I know firsthand. I'm not talking this to some pale face looking from the outside in the middle of Nebraska. No, I know. Trust me. The beats are good. They tell, the songs that they sampled on here. Nas's father was, I believe, a jazz musician, so he had the music in his blood, so he took it into a different direction. But once again, this is an album you need to own. That's my opinion, and my opinion matters, at least in my mind. Anyway, go get it. Own-Nas-Illmatic. Let's make it triple platinum. Because you know what? What passes as rap and hip hop today is utter trash.